Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet Earth. Ace is being attacked by the evil Commander Borf.
Hold your fire! Who is that creep?
Borf!
Earthlings must surrender to me.
No way, Borf, old buddy.
Oh! Ah! I've been hit!
By the Infanto Ray.
Earthlings must surrender to me.
Struggle with Dexter to regain his manhood. Destroy the Infanto Ray. Defeat the evil Borf.
Hey, Borf!
Come on, Kimberly, let's go.
I've been hit.
Be valiant, Space Warrior. The fate of Earth is in your hands.
There's Borf's ship.
Close mainly.
Hello and welcome to the last Battle of the Ports for 2024. And we're going out with a classic. Space Ace from Advanced Microcomputer Systems, or RDI as they were later known. Space Ace was the follow-up to Dragon's Lair and hit the arcades in April 1984. As you can see, this is a Laserdisc title that has the player watching for on-screen cues in order to know which direction to push the joystick or hit the fire button in order to continue. I've never been a fan of these Western style games as the cues can be very difficult to see at times. I much prefer the Japanese approach as seen in games like Thunderstorm FX or Road Blasters, where they have on-screen overlays. Still, what can't be complained about is the quality of animation in this game. Don Bluth is back with his animation team, bringing the goods to the masses. Space Ace follows the adventures of the dashing hero Dexter, better known as Ace. Ace is on a mission to stop the villainous Commander Borf, who is seeking to attack Earth with his Infanto Ray to render Earthlings helpless by reverting them to infants. At the start of the game, Ace is partially hit by the Infanto Ray, which reverts him into an adolescent, and Borf kidnaps his female sidekick Kimberly, who thus becomes the game's damsel in distress. It's up to the player to guide Ace in his adolescent form of Dexter through a series of obstacles in pursuit of Borf, in order to rescue Kimberly and prevent Borf from using the Infanto Ray to conquer the Earth. However, Dexter has a wristwatch gadget which optionally allows him to energize and temporarily reverse the effects of the Infanto Ray to turn him back into Ace for a short time and overcome more difficult obstacles in a heroic manner.
Turn back, creep. Turn back, creep.
Shay.
Turn back, creep.
Space Ace.
There's Borf's ship.
The first port we'll take a look at is the Amiga, which comes on 5 floppy disks. It must be said that for the time this is quite the technical achievement, porting a Laserdisc game to 5 floppy disks. The way the game has been ported to the Amiga is quite remarkable. They've basically redrawn static screens from the arcade original and animated sprites over it. The audio is also very well done, with all the samples being taken from the original game. There is a lot missing, mind you, but still, we can't complain. What we can complain about is how it plays. Sadly, the timing is so bizarre in this version, plus there are no on-screen hints. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to land the ship, meaning this is about as far as I got.
Space Ace.
There's Borf's ship.
Next up is the Atari ST version, which is very much the same as the Amiga, but with slightly different colour. The funny thing with this one is that I did actually manage to land the ship, only to die soon after. I mean, they only give you 3 lives to complete a game of pure luck.
Space Ace.
There's Force Ship.
Just like the Amiga and Atari ST, the Apple II GS got the same port. Again, this one comes on multiple floppy disks and is very well done. I'd say it may look a bit cleaner than the Amiga and ST in areas, but overall, all of these versions are pretty much the same. In 1994, ODE developed a Super Nintendo port, which is more like a platformer that takes inspiration from the arcade game. Sadly, instead of making a game with nice accurate controls, ODE gave us a slow and unresponsive game, with some very questionable collision detection. On the plus side, some of the animation is nice, and they have included some scenes of animation from the arcade, albeit in small blocky windows, but hey, at least it's something. Sadly though, while there are some nice ideas in this game, it isn't very good to play.
Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet Earth.
The Mega CD also got a port of Space Ace, and it's quite interesting how they've done it. As the Mega CD is limited in display and colour and the FMV tends to look rather messy, what the developers have done here is keep all the non-moving backgrounds as static images with the animation overlaid. This really helps keep things as clean as possible. It also allows for faster access time of data and even full-screen video. The game is also quite responsive. Well, as responsive as Space Ace can be.
Whoa! Wow!
No way, Borf, old buddy.
Ah! I've been hit!
By the Infanto Ray.
Struggle with Dexter to regain his manhood. Destroy the Infanto Ray. Defeat the evil Borf.
Hey, Borf.
Come on, Kimberly, let's go.
I've been hit.
Be valiant, Space Warrior. The fate of Earth is in your hands.
The 3DO port is based upon the Mega CD version, or is it the other way around? Either way, they're both the same game, even down to the preview videos of Dragon's Lair and Brain Dead 13 being available. Of course, this 3DO version looks a lot nicer, but it's not perfect. Still, not bad considering this is running with no MPEG video hardware.
Aha! Borf is here!
Alert! Unidentified personnel on level 1.
Whoa! Ah!
Seal all exits to level 1.
Whoa!
And let's take a look at all those versions of Space Ace running side by side.